From bike lane battles to affordable housing to transit projects, 2024 has been a busy year for the City of Toronto. We're going to say good morning now to Mayor Olivia Chow, who joins me as we reflect on some of the city's accomplishments and struggles. And as we look ahead to the new year, good morning, Mayor. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning.
City Council wrapping up now for the year. If there is one priority that was on your to-do list that you are most happy or proud to have accomplished this year, what is it?
Building more housing faster. We sped up the approval. When people come in and say that they want to build housing, it used to be like 4 or 5 years. It's now under a year, right? Sometimes even if just a few months, if it's affordable housing. So fast. And we're building nonprofits, cooperative, thousands and thousands of units. In fact, later today, I'm about to do a shuffle, break ground.
Yes.
There's a unit in, quite a few units in Kensington Market. So lots of housing being built. We said to a lot of the home builders, they are worried that the interest rate's a bit high. So we reduce the fees that city has been charging, so that it makes it easier, financially more viable for them to build. We open up the application within 10 days. 70 developers, you call them, okay, home builders came in, and they want to build 33,000 units of housing. So it's really popular. We couldn't afford to do all of that, so we're starting with about 8,000 of them.
On that note, the city's broader public builder housing plan, it relies on hundreds of millions of dollars from Ottawa. I know you are keeping a close eye on the politics on Parliament Hill. Have you had a chance to get the new finance minister on the phone to speed up some of that funding that your plans rely on to build more affordable housing in the city?
That's a great question. Yes, we are back in the housing business, right? So I think the funds will continue to flow. It's a great partnership. It's not just the federal government. It's the federal, provincial, and city government together. And it's looking okay. I hope that the funds continue. We'll see. We'll see in the new year. But right now, it's fine.
Have you had a chance to speak with the new finance minister?
No, not yet. However, we've sat down before. Dominic LeBlanc, I used to be a member of Parliament, so I know him personally. He's a good person to work with. And Premier Ford, same thing. We all want to build housing faster. What we're doing, though, is to say we have to do affordable housing also. It can't just be building. We have to make some of them, a good percentage of them, affordable. We're also, second thing, may I just throw that
absolutely.
in? We know that life's a bit hard. So sometimes parents are busy, other times you don't have enough money. We're feeding 8,000 more kids. So in the coming year, there'll be like 250,000 meals per day in our schools. So we're very excited about that.
You bring up Premier Doug Ford. We know that in the new year, you're facing a big battle when it comes to bike lanes because they could be ripped up on University, Yonge, Bloor, in 2025, March of 2025. Do you think that the Premier is picking this fight not entirely because it's about bike lanes, but more of the issue of getting around the city, which is a crisis? And do you think he perhaps is stepping in where he sees local government not addressing the needs of the citizens?
Oh, absolutely. Congestion is a problem. That's why we are making construction faster, and we're coordinating the construction. We're investing in public transit. But bike lanes, I'm trying to see if we could come up with some kind of compromise that we could add back the car lanes, but still keep the bike lanes in some parts of that. So, for example, on Bloor.
Is there anything that the city can actually tangibly do? Because at the end of the day, you're a product of the provincial government. You've got to enforce provincial law.
Well, collaboration is always better. The Premier said we are stronger together. I'm taking his word for it. So I'm working together with him and say, hey, let's see if there's a win-win situation. So more on that probably sometime next year.
But you're not necessarily considering taking the provincial government to court, as some advocates have already launched a charter challenge. The city's not considering anything like that next year.
And, well, you know, spending a lot of money on lawyers, that's not, let's not do that. Let us keep the money, feed more kids, build more homes, you know, keep the traffic moving. Speaking about traffic, we hired these, you might see them, with yellow crossing guard. Yeah, they're not crossing guard. They are in busy intersections directing traffic so that the drivers cannot rush into the intersection and block
the box.
everybody. Oh,
Yeah.
It's just infuriating. So we have 60 of them that we just hired so that just get the traffic moving.
Mayor Olivia Chow, really appreciate your time this morning. We're going to have to leave it there. Thanks so much for being on BT. Appreciate it.
Thank you.